Bad news for Samsung users. Have a Samsung? Has it been sending texts and photos by itself? A number of Samsung phones, including the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus, have reportedly been sending users stored photos to people on their contact list without permission. Those who have been affected say evidence of the photo sharing did not appear on Samsung Messages app, but were recorded on phone carrier logs. Many of the complaints have been from T-Mobile subscribers, leading to speculation that the bug was triggered by the carrier's RCS update, which adds features to improve texting. While Samsung is still looking into the problem, there are two temporary fixes. Users can revoke Samsung Messages permissions to access storage, or switch to a different texting app. The fixes may be a pain for some, but until Samsung rolls out a real solution, it's either this or sending your entire camera roll for family and friends to see. Stupid phone.
Pregnant mom burned by her iPhone 7. A pregnant woman in Australia posted a shocking image on Facebook showing the second-degree burns she sustained after falling asleep with her charging iPhone 7. 34-year-old Sydney resident Melanie Tan Pelaez was watching movies on her iPhone 7 while it was charging on Tuesday night, and she then fell asleep. When she woke up the next morning, she felt a pain, like pins and needles running down her arm. Then she realized she had the shape of the phone and charger burned into her arm. Pelaez visited medical professionals who quickly agreed that the burn markings matched the phone and the charger. Pelaez took the phone to an Apple store, and despite the pretty clear evidence, Apple staff reportedly said it couldn't be the phone as it's designed to shut off if it overheats. And bizarrely, they said the phone didn't smell like an overheated iPhone. So, Pelaez shared her awful experience on Facebook in the hopes this won't happen to anyone else. Pelaez told local media that Apple did try to give her a new iPhone 7, but she declined to accept the replacement as she's lost faith in the brand. Following media reports on Pelaez's story, Apple now says it is working with her to investigate the incident.
Russian woman suffers death by chocolate. A worker at a Russian chocolate factory got a golden ticket to the afterlife when she fell into a vat of the sticky brown stuff and died. Russian media reports said mom of two Svetlana Roslena dropped her cell phone into a vat of molten chocolate at the factory, about 80 miles northeast of Moscow. The 24-year-old then tried to fish her phone out, but instead fell right into the thick choco gloop. Other reports said the woman was pouring flour into the mix when she fell in. Regardless of the reason, she wound up inside the container, and that was the end of the poor woman as she was minced alive by the vat's mixers. Following the incident, staff at the factory said that only Svetlana's legs remained. Local residents said they later saw a police car and a hearse driving into the factory. The victim leaves behind a husband, Vladimir, and two young children. Russian police were investigating, but this looks to us like a clear case of death by chocolate.
Apple investigating swelling iPhone 8 batteries. Nearly half a dozen iPhone 8 Plus owners from around the world have seen their devices cracking and swelling. The swelling in these cases reportedly occurs when the iPhone 8 Plus's lithium-ion battery is charging. Apple says it is investigating the problem and is in possession of one of the damaged phones. 5 iPhone 8 Plus owners in Canada, Greece, Japan, Taiwan, and Hong Kong have reported similar issues. According to Apple news site Mac Rumors, it's common for a small number of devices out of the millions made to have some battery issues. Last year, Samsung was forced to recall hundreds of their Galaxy Note 7 phones after users reported battery problems, some of which caused devices to combust. Apple says new $1,000 iPhone may get screen burn. Did you make it rain on the new iPhone X? Then you may want to keep an eye on the screen. Apple's support page for the device is that in extremely rare cases, the iPhone X OLED screen may suffer from burn-in. Some Pixel 2 XL users experienced this last month. It's like a ghost image left over from a high-contrast image that's been displayed for long periods of time. Apple company says they engineered the new display to reduce the effects of burn-in. Google didn't offer a fix for the screen burn-in on Pixel 2 XL phones, but did extend the device warranty to 2 years. She's lucky to be alive. And this is why you should not text and walk. Just keep watching. Is an adventure now for this phone addict, but all is well since she still has her phone in her hand. Well, hello there, car. Meet phone addict. This woman sure is lucky, as China's Jiangsu Provincial People's Hospital confirmed that she only suffered a minor injury on her left leg. California warns about potential risk from cell phone usage. Your phone is giving you brain cancer. Actually, it probably isn't, but it may be. The California Department of Public Health released guidelines on how to reduce exposure to radio frequency energy released by cell phones, despite the lack of hard evidence that exposure poses any health risks. Some studies have suggested that long-term use of smartphones could be linked to brain or salivary gland cancer, low sperm count, and headaches. The guidelines suggest avoiding holding your phone to your head when talking on it. Send texts instead of talking. Avoid carrying your phone in your pocket, bra, or belt holster. Carry it in a bag or a backpack. They also suggested avoiding using your phone while it's sending high levels of radio frequency energy, such as when you're driving, streaming content, or when your signal is weak.